Hey, what is up, guys? It's Junk. It's me. It's your boy. It's Requiems here, or Junkie, which a lot of people call me and know me as that. Don't ask me why. But today I'm going to be talking about a rather mainstream subject here. The 2012, specifically that of December 21st, 2012, which is, of course, the end of the Mayan calendar, which a lot of you know it as, and a lot of people are talking about this now. And I just want to explain a few things about it. I want to explain this objectively, and I'm not opinionated on this whatsoever. I don't really care much for it, but yeah, I hope to objectively explain this. So this is I'm just going to explain what basically it is. It's a calendar. It's a stone tablet that is in the shape of a circle. That information doesn't really matter, but it was written by ancient Mesoamerican tribe by the name of the Mayans. Now these were a powerful and very intelligent race of people. Um, one of the most intelligent ones, and they were very learned, and they placed education very high, particularly education to do with that of the heavens and the stars. Um, they predicted solar events that are as accurate as today, and many of their technologies cannot be explained today, and this gives rise to shows like Ancient Aliens on the History Channel. So yeah, basically this is a calendar which was written apparently by the king, and and what the Mayans believe is that there was different ages of or eras of mankind rather. The first era, the gods became the humans of the first era became too. They stopped believing in their gods and they stopped following them. So the gods destroyed them and created new humans. Same thing happened. I believe either we may live in the third or fourth era. I'm not sure, but anyway, this calendar predicts every astrological event for 5,125 years, and it's been accurate down to a point for 5,125 years. Um, so the calendar is accurate, predicts. It's almost like an almanac, and it predicts a strange astrological event on December 21st, one of grave importance, and many believe it to be dangerous. It's basically Um, many people believe that the planets will line up, although this NASA has rejected um, this idea, as well as the accounts of this being. Many people believe this to be a spiritual transformation, or while others, of course, you've heard of them, the apocalypse. They think it may be a black hole or Earth colliding with a planet, which NASA's obviously told them, there's no planet right next to us that's going to explode in our face. But the rumors persist. As with anything, once it's disproven, people still believe in it, as cavemen walked with dinosaurs. Um, yeah, so it ends in 2012. This is a misinterpretation of Mayan history and culture. Um, because it just ends. Obviously we don't know for sure. Maybe this is what the Mayans meant, or maybe they meant something else, because the Mayans, for those of you who don't know, um, America was not always America. It used to be in a divided state of, South America had all of the tribes. Northern America had the incorrectly named Indians, who were obviously Native Americans. Politically correct there, Native Americans. Um, yeah, and for those of you who don't know, America wasn't always full of quote unquote Americans. They came first as conquistadors from Spain, and later as settlers from the New World from Europe. So basically, the first wave of people came and stole all of the gold and silver, and the second wave came and settled, and continued stealing gold and silver. Um, but the first wave of conquistadors brought a lot of a lot of brought Christianity to the New World. So basically, what that entailed was destroying a full culture. What the Catholics or Christians rather would do was they would come and they would gather up all of the materials for educational purposes that were used by the Mayans, whether it be a stone tablet or a book. And they would burn the books and destroy the stone tablets so that nothing remained of the history of which were apparently heathens and were all going to hell. Um, yes, so that's how that happened. So there's a huge gap in information there, and so basically people have been doing educated guesswork or uneducated guesswork as it is, and coming up, chaotic, these crazy theories as to what would happen. Personally, I don't believe any of this, but I'm just wondering. I have a little question for you here. Are you happy with your life up to this point? Would you have changed anything? Is your life the best you believe it could possibly be? Is there something you would have done differently? Maybe treated your friend differently. Maybe you went to that one birthday party or met up with that one person before they moved country. I don't know. Would you have been treated those around you differently? These are all questions you have to ask yourself. I don't think many people could answer the questions and say, no, I lived a perfect life. I wouldn't change anything for the world. Maybe you're one in a million and you lived a perfect Forrest Gump style lifestyle and you accomplished literally everything you could possibly do. But for those of you who aren't supermen, answer of this question for you. What would you do? For that for just supposedly, let's entertain this idea here for a minute. What would you do, for argument's sake, if you were to die in 3 days? Provided, let's just say, for provided that you had an abundance of wealth and you could do anything you wanted, and travel was not a problem, and expenses were all paid. What would you do? Would you go on a holiday? Would you I don't know, go to space to visit, to see the world explode, or go into a black hole, or whatever these conspiracy theorists believe? Um, what would you do? Would you treat your family different? Would you treat your family to to a holiday, bring them with you, do something crazy you've never done before? I don't know. What would you do? This is just a little thing I want you to think about. Yeah, so that's my question. Leave your comments down below. What would you have done differently if you could have relived your life, and what are you going to do for the last day or two supposedly that we have left to live? Yeah, that's about it. And by the way, on this channel you can expect things like this, ramblings of sorts, and hopefully my commentaries in future will be a little bit more formulated, and I'll have my thoughts correctly made. I've redone this commentary a few times because my editing software is horrible. Anyway, this is Junkie. I'm 5,000. Peace.